In 2011, a 9-year-old girl disappeared from her backyard in Boston. 12 years later, a construction crew broke through a basement wall and found an 8x10 concrete room. Inside, a small skeleton, 47 porcelain dolls, and words scratched into the wall, "Daddy, keep me safe." The girl had never left home. Her father had sealed her inside to protect her from the world, but the room became her tomb. June 14, 2011, Dorchester, Boston. Rachel Dawson, age 9, blonde pigtails, missing her 2 front teeth. Loved horses and drawing. Her father, Richard, reported her missing at 8:47 p.m. She was playing in the backyard at 6 a.m. At 8:30, she was gone. Police searched for 6 months, found her bicycle, her shoes, her jacket, but not Rachel. The case went cold. June 14, 2011, 6 p.m. Rachel in the backyard, drawing with chalk, sun setting, blonde hair catching the golden light. Her father watches from the kitchen window, face tense. News playing on TV. J.C. Dugard found after 18 years. Richard steps outside. "Rachel, come inside. It's getting dark." 5 more minutes. Now. Rachel runs inside. Door closes. Locks. That was the last time anyone outside the house saw Rachel Dawson alive. Patricia Dawson, Rachel's mother, died in 2019, heart attack. But everyone said it was grief. Richard lived alone in the house until his death in never moved, never remarried. When he died, the house sat empty for 2 years, until February 2023. Michael Torres, construction foreman, 32, former Marine, trained to notice things that don't match. His crew was renovating the old Dawson house when Maria Vasquez found a problem. "Boss, this wall's off. The basement blueprints showed 30 feet. The wall ended it at 22 feet, 8 feet missing." Michael examined the bricks, newer than the rest, different texture. He drilled a test hole, hit steel. "Why would someone put steel in a residential basement wall?" Danny Chen asked. Michael knew why. He'd seen hidden rooms before, in Fallujah, in Iraq. People only sealed rooms when they had something to hide. "Pull the property records," Michael said. "Now." 20 minutes later, "Boss, Richard Dawson's daughter disappeared in 2011. Rachel, age 9, never found." Michael looked at the wall. 8 feet of missing basement. 12 years of missing girl. "Call the police," he said. Detective Karen Wu arrived with a K9 unit. The cadaver dog, Rex, approached the wall. Sniffed once, sat down immediately. "Positive alert. There's human remains behind that wall," the handler said. Wu pulled out her phone. "We're breaching it. Tonight, 6 p.m. Forensics team." The drill whined. Brick dust filled the basement. Michael stood at the stairs, watching. He couldn't leave. The steel plate came loose, bolts screaming. Behind it, darkness and a smell. Old death. Sealed for over a decade. Dr. Lisa Park stepped inside with her flashlight. The beam cut through 12 years of darkness. An 8x10 room, concrete walls, no windows. Against one wall, children's books. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Percy Jackson. Covers faded, pages yellowed, edges curled with moisture. Another wall, crayon drawings, horses, houses, sunshine, dozens of them, some neat, some desperate. The early ones careful and bright, the later ones dark, scratched hard into paper. The floor, 47 porcelain dolls, Victorian style, arranged in a perfect circle, glass eyes reflecting the flashlight, watching, and in the center, a small skeleton, child-sized, curled in fetal position, pink dress, rotted but recognizable. On the wall behind her, scratched deep into concrete. "Daddy, keep me safe." Below it, smaller, more frantic. "Please let me out, please, please, please." And at the bottom, barely legible, "It's hard to breathe." Dr. Park knelt, her hands shaking. The skeleton's fingers were positioned near the door, nails worn to nothing. She'd tried to claw her way out, for hours, days, weeks, until there was nothing left. Detective Wu examined a smartphone in the corner. iPhone 4, battery long dead. She bagged it as evidence. Next to it, a Polaroid camera. Inside, one photo. Rachel, sitting with the dolls, smiling. The back, day 1, June 14, 2011, Safe at last. He documented this, Wu said, like it was a project. Michael felt sick. Search warrants, Wu said into her phone. Storage units, cloud backups, everything Dawson owned. Now, Michael sat on the basement stairs. His phone buzzed. Text from his wife. Emma's asking about you. Are you coming home? Emma, age 6, same age Rachel would have been in first grade. Michael thought, what if Emma disappeared? What would I do? He'd search, forever, never stop. But Richard hadn't searched, because Richard knew exactly where Rachel was. Michael had a daughter. He understood the fear, the desperate need to protect. Every time Emma went to school, a small voice whispered, what if something happens? Every time she played outside, what if someone takes her? Every parent has that voice. But Richard had listened to it, had let it consume him, had let it kill his daughter. Maria sat down beside Michael. You okay? I keep thinking about my daughter. I know. Maria had 3 kids. She understood. When I was in Iraq, Michael said, I saw a lot of locked rooms, hidden spaces, usually weapons, explosives, things people didn't want found. He paused. But I never found a child's bedroom sealed behind steel and concrete. I never found a father's love twisted into a tomb. Maria was quiet. You know what the worst part is? Michael continued. That message on the wall. Daddy, keep me safe. She still trusted him, even at the end. Children always trust their parents, Maria said. It's hardwired. Yeah, and Richard used that trust to kill her. Footsteps on the stairs. Detective Wu. We found cloud storage, she said. Dropbox account under Dawson's name. He backed up everything. What's inside? Digital journal, photos, videos. He documented everything. Wu pulled out her tablet, showed Michael a file dated June 13th, 2011. Michael read, Tomorrow I will keep her safe forever. The world is too dangerous. I've prepared a room. No one can hurt her there. Michael's hands clenched. One day before Rachel disappeared, Wu said. He planned it. Detective Wu sat in her office. Richard Dawson's digital files spread across 3 monitors. Google Docs journal, AT-47 entries, detailed, obsessive. The story of a man who loved his daughter to death. Wu opened the first entry, June 13th, 2011. Tomorrow I will keep her safe forever. The world is full of monsters. Casey Anthony trial on TV. J.C. Dugard kidnapped for 18 years. I won't let that happen to Rachel. I've prepared a room. Tomorrow she'll be safe. Wu felt cold. He'd planned it. One day before Rachel disappeared. She scrolled to the middle entries, hundreds of them. Daily logs, obsessive documentation. Then she found the entry that changed everything. August 2nd, 2011. Rachel is sick, coughing, fever, can't breathe well. The room is too small, not enough air circulation, but I can't open the door, can't risk it. She'll get better, she has to. Wu stopped reading, looked at the date. August 2. Rachel had died August 8, 6 days. Richard knew she was dying for 6 days and didn't open the door. Wu scrolled to the final entry. August 10th, 2011. Decision made. The room stays sealed. If I report her death, they'll take her away. But in the room, she's safe, forever. No one can hurt her now. Wu closed the laptop. Rachel had been alive in that room for 56 days, and her father had documented every single one. Wu's phone rang. Crime scene tech. Detective, we found video files in the cloud storage, dated weekly. How many? 8. 1 for each week Rachel was alive. Wu felt sick. The last video is dated August 7, day before she died. Rachel's barely conscious, and Dawson's voice on the recording says, You're safe, Rachel. Daddy's keeping you safe. Wu hung up. Richard had watched his daughter die, had filmed it, and still believed he was protecting her. Michael Torres went home that night but couldn't sleep. He found himself in Emma's room, watching her breathe. She was safe, in her own bed. Door unlocked, window open to fresh air, free. Fallujah, 2007. Michael's squad clearing a building. His point man opens a door. Michael sees the wall, fresh plaster. Wrong color. Stop, Michael shouts. They call EOD, find 40 pounds of explosives. If Michael hadn't noticed, 6 men would have died. After that, Michael couldn't stop noticing walls that didn't match. It saved lives in Iraq. It found Rachel in Boston. But it also meant Michael saw danger everywhere. His wife Jenna found him. Can't sleep? Keeps thinking about Rachel, about Richard, about the line between protection and prison. Jenna sat beside him. You're not Richard Dawson. How do you know? Because you're asking that question. Richard never did. He thought he was right. Always. She squeezed his hand. You doubt. You question. You're terrified of getting it wrong. That's what makes you a good father. Michael looked at Emma sleeping. I'm scared something will happen to her. Me too, but we can't seal her away. She has to live, even if living means getting hurt sometimes. What if I can't handle that? You can, because you love her enough to let her go. The next morning, Emma asked, Daddy, why were you in my room last night? Michael knelt down. Because I wanted to make sure you were safe. Am I? Yes, but safe doesn't mean locked away. Safe means I teach you how to be careful, and then I let you practice. Emma thought about this. Like crossing the street? Exactly. I teach you to look both ways, but then you cross, because you have to learn. Emma hugged him. I'm glad I get to learn, she said. Michael held her tight. Me too, sweetheart. Me too. March 2020. Rachel Dawson was buried next to her mother Patricia. Hundreds attended. Former classmates, now in their early 20s, teachers, strangers. Michael was there, in the back, with Emma. Rachel's aunt, Susan Monroe, age 59, stood at the grave. She carried 47 white roses, one for each doll. For the childhood you lost, Susan said, placing them on the casket one by one. For the years you were alone. For the freedom you never had, the last rose. And this one is because you deserved better. After the service, Susan approached Michael. You found her. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. She gripped his hand. For 12 years, we didn't know. We imagined the worst. The worst was real, but at least now she's not alone anymore. Susan looked at Emma. Keep your daughter safe, but also keep her free. I will, Michael promised. That night, Michael researched the case. He learned Patricia Dawson had bought those 47 dolls for Rachel's 8th birthday, one for each state, so Rachel could travel the world, Patricia had said. Richard had taken those dolls, symbols of freedom, and sealed them in a tomb. The irony was crushing. April 2023. The Dawson house was demolished. In its place, a small park, swings, slides, children playing. In the center, a bronze statue. A little girl with pigtails, holding a doll, looking up at the sky. Plaque. Rachel Dawson, 2002-2011, sealed away for 12 years, free at last. Michael visited on opening day, watched children play, laughing, running, free. This was what Rachel never got. Detective Wu called. We're using Richard's files for training, teaching investigators to recognize coercive control, digital evidence, the signs we missed. Good, Michael said. Also, Wu continued, we reopened 8 other cases, missing children whose parents showed similar behavior. We think there might be more rooms, more walls. Michael felt cold. How many? We don't know yet, but we're looking. 3 months later. Anonymous donation, $50,000 to missing children investigations. From Michael Torres. For every Rachel we haven't found yet, he told Wu, today. Michael still does construction, still renovates old houses, but now when he sees a wall that doesn't match blueprints, he stops, measures, questions, investigates. Some walls hide secrets, he tells his crew, and some secrets need to be found. Last week, Emma asked, Daddy, are you keeping me safe? Michael knelt down. Yes, but safe doesn't mean locked away. Safe means teaching you to be brave, then letting you be brave on your own. Emma nodded, then ran outside to play. Michael watched her through the window, free, and he thought about Rachel, about the girl who never got to run, never got to play, never got to be free, but also about the park, about the statue, about the 47 roses that bloom there every spring. Rachel was finally free, 12 years too late, but free. Somewhere in America, there's another house, another basement, another wall that doesn't match the blueprints, and behind it, another child, waiting to be found. If you were renovating your house and the basement didn't match the blueprints, would you investigate? Some walls are built to support, some walls are built to hide, and some walls are built to seal away love that became poison. The question is, which wall is in your house?